right foot, left foot, you know, regardless whether it's a worldie, free kick, pen, header, tap-ins, they all feel the same, don't they? As a striker, you want to score goals, don't you? That's the ultimate aim. It's so cliche, but you can't beat the feeling of scoring a goal. So I started playing football probably since I could walk, really. Training with local team Frodsham for probably when I was about 3, I think. Played about 3 or 4 tournaments for Frodsham, and then we played a tournament at Helsby High School. After the tournament, my dad sat me down and was like, their teams asked to go and have a trial for them, see how you get on. I remember sitting down, going through all the teams and have a guess who it is.
So what team do you support?
Everton. It's just been a whole part of my life from when I was born. My dad was an Evertonian, so he took me to the match and it's really just gone on from there. Still a season ticket holder now. I got approached after the game by Martin Waldron, who was then head of recruitment. Said he wanted to invite Daniel down to Everton, so that's where it started, really. Clearly at that point, there's a parental pride that kicks in, isn't there? Because, you know, you're proud of your son going there. And I remember saying to me dad, actually, it can't be many dads that have seen their son and their grandson play for Everton. So it was terrific, really. It was special times.
To play for your boyhood club effectively is the best thing you could possibly ever do, isn't it? I was actually 6 when they asked me to sign. We went to Belgium, France, Italy. One memory that sticks out in particular is probably, I think it was around 2004, 2005, when we played Atalanta. We were so young, and for us at that age, it was like, this is massive.
Obviously, one of the big memories is the first time he runs out in a blue kit, but that was special. But I do remember once they were playing Newcastle away, and I think they won 7-5 at Newcastle, and Dan scored 5. My coach pulled me to one side and said he was outstanding today. So that was nice.
So I got to the age of 13, and that's kind of when, in terms of academy level, it goes up a level. I think it might have been the first or second training session back for like pre-season type thing. And it was just a massive field. And he said, right, we're just going to do a few laps. And we all lined up. Next minute, they were gone. The whole team were gone. And I was there at the back, struggling, massively struggling. And being a shy boy as it was, completely just broke down.
You could see he was struggling, and actually in the games he'd been playing leading up to that point, he wasn't performing, to be honest. You could see that his heart, for some reason, wasn't in it. You don't send your child somewhere where they're not happy, and it was pretty clear to us he wasn't happy. I had a conversation with someone at Everton about it, and they did actually want to drop him down a year group because of where his birthday was. But we had a good chat about it, and between the 3 of us, me, Dan and his mum, we decided we'd call it a day.
Feelings at the time were kind of raw in terms of, I didn't even believe it myself, to be honest. It was such a massive drop in terms of 5 nights a week going from that to nothing. I would say it's quite damaging at that age in terms of, you know, you're not good enough. And that's the brutality of it. I stepped away from it. I could have been released. I think getting released would have been 10 times harder.
When he wasn't playing football, and I used to say to him, you know, it's criminal, Dan, you don't play football, because you're good at it, you should play. And he went a number of years. But what's really important at that time is finding the right environment to go back into it after being out of it for such a long time. Because I think he was out for maybe 8-9 years, something like that.
Must have been about 21, 22 at this time now. I sat Luce down and said, look, I want to start playing again.
He enjoys the build-up. You can tell on a Friday night before a game, he's just generally so buzzing for the game, to be with the lads. He has the same routine every Saturday morning, what he does, what he eats, what he drinks, like that never changes. But since he started playing for Intel, his confidence has grown a lot.
You know when you just go to somewhere and it's just a good feeling? I just got that instantly. The assistant manager at the time, who is now the manager, was brilliant with me in terms of introducing me to everybody. So at the time I signed for Mold, I think there was 5 games actually left of the season. Scored on my debut. Unfortunately, we got relegated that season. In a club like Mold, behind the scenes is massive. The club doesn't really exist without the volunteers. You know, they don't get paid for it, they just love it. Behind the bar, doing the pitch, feel-good factor really, around the whole club.
Well, for Mold to get promotion, it just put us up there with the other local teams, the likes of Buckley, Holywell, and we can go to places like Colwyn Bay. It means a hell of a lot.
I want to get Mold back up. This season, it's just got a different feel about it. It's positive, you know, we're top of the league, in cups, doing well. This could be it, getting them back up. Although it's a local team, it's some people's livelihoods. You get the same 10 or 15 people there every single week, older, younger. The younger age groups at Mold now are coming actually to watch the first team games, getting more involved. Been at Mold 5 years now and my dad keeps his records as he does. Competitively, they've played about 98 games for Mold now and I think it's around 112 goals.
I can tell you exactly how many he scored actually, because I've always kept a record, both of his and his brothers. So, up to date, including time with Mold, according to my records, it's 415 goals in 382 games.
And what about his record for Mold specifically?
Mold specifically, this Saturday is his 100th League and Cup game for them and he's currently on 113 goals.
Every time I see Danny, he's either picking the ball out the net or he's eyeing a shot up, so he must be doing something right.
I'd love to tell my younger self, from my experience that I've been through, if you're not happy, don't do it, but don't stop playing. I wish I carried on playing, even if it was local team. I would say carry on playing for as long as you can, because once you can't play, once your legs stop, you know, what do you do? You'll hate it.
For me as a dad, I'm just happy he's playing football, whether it's the Premier League or down the park. It doesn't interest me as long as he's enjoying it. And you can tell he does enjoy it.
Even the scruffy ones, you might not show it, but they all count.
Goalscorer for Mold, number 9, Danny Warren.